Hello Gemini, this is your bi-weekly forecast for the week of September 5th through September 11th, my birthday, and September 12th through September 18th, 2016. Now, remember, these are just general forecasts, so if you want a personal reading with me, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. You can also follow the links below. Some folks were having problems when they were searching Google and Yahoo and things like that, so I did fix that issue with what was going on. It was going to a website that was not updated, like an older version. So that's all fixed for you guys who've been having a hard time getting a hold of me. Now that is fixed, so have at it. Now the way this new format is going to work is that I'm actually going to be going and doing astrology first, then the cards. So if you, say, resonate with astrology, but you don't resonate with the cards, watch the astrology. That goes first. And then if you don't resonate with astrology, but you resonate with the cards, go ahead and skip to the cards. So that's going to be how it goes. It'll be a nice half and half. Everyone gets the best of both worlds in one video. So let's get started here. What is happening with the astrology of the 5th through the 11th first? Well, I think a lot of you Gemini people are going to be very happy with Jupiter moving into Libra. And this is going to be a trend that lasts all the way up until October 2017. And Jupiter in Libra is going to be in your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, and even children. And so it gets into one of those areas where it's like, all of these areas are getting blessed at once. A lot of you Gemini people, if you've been trying to conceive, if you want to have more children, this is the time where you may have an opportunity. A lot of people who end up with Jupiter in their 5th house in their natal chart sometimes end up having twins. Sometimes end up having, more children than they think. So, this is definitely a very nice time to be taking advantage of that. This is also great for love and romance because a lot of romantic partner opportunities are coming your way. Jupiter tends to make a bit of an expansion on your available options. So after the 9th, you could probably expect we're going to be seeing a lot of romantic opportunities start to surface. On the creative front, an opportunity to actually maybe even make a living from an artistic craft or talent that you have is going to be much more realistic than previously indicated. We've also got, excuse me, towards the end of this week, good Lord, Saturn forming a square to Neptune. And this is between your partnership sector, okay, your 7th house of partnerships, and your 10th house of career. And this can indicate some pressures or disillusion in the way that we balance work-life harmony, all right? And this could be a situation where, towards the end of the week, there could be some conflicts between, time we spend with our partner and time we spend at work. Or time, whether it's our work life is starting to inhibit our ability to be available to our partner, or maybe our partner is, asking for more time and we can't finish all of our work on time. There's going to be that push and pull, and we're going to have to find a way to satisfy both priorities at once, all right? From the 12th to the 18th, we've got another shift going on. We've got Mercury, now currently retrograde in your 4th house of home and family, forming a 10th square to Mars in your 7th house of partnerships. And this isn't so much talking about relationships as your romantic relationships and your family, but more about maybe even contracts or arrangements or partnerships you may have with family members, or a family member sort of proposing a partnership, whether it's financial or business or otherwise, that you really do need to rethink, okay? They may be your brother, they may be your sister, they may be your parent, you may feel like you're obligated, but something tells me they're not in the right headspace, and this is either the wrong time or the wrong plan. We've also got a full moon, lunar eclipse in Pisces, in that 10th house of career for you. And some of you Pisces people may actually be deciding it's time to quit, time to leave, time to move on to greener pastures, and you will have found it, I think. The only reason you would leave would be because you found it, and it could actually happen this week, but because it's an eclipse, it may happen, throughout the next month, but we are exploring options that are definitely better. Now let's get started here with the cards. Okay, so for your spiritual advice, Gemini, for the week of the 5th through the 11th, we've got the card of the Cunning Woman. okay? And this is talking about really taking some time to make sure that you are timing your moves according to when other people are done making their moves, okay? Not jumping the gun, not being too reactive, okay? You know, a good example of this would be like when somebody's not finished talking, but we want to correct them, we want to rebut them right away. Wait till somebody is done, whether it's they're done taking action, done, you know, saying their piece. This is not a time to try and do too much circumventing, too much preventing, okay? That might sound kind of strange. Sometimes it's like, well, I want to head that person off of the pass, or he or she needs to kind of be stopped before they blah, 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 blah. Actually, no. With this card, it's basically saying, wait and see what this fool's going to do first, or wait and see what they have to really throw on the table before you make your proposal, because it may actually not be what you're anticipating. For your Earth sector, for your work and finances, we do have the Ace of Swords inverted. And this week is actually kind of, it's talking about a bit of a warning, Gemini. Make sure that we're not being too passive in the workplace. You know, maybe we're taking too much non-action. You know, sometimes it's like, I don't want to come off desperate, so I don't want to call that place I interviewed at. No, don't be afraid to come off desperate. It's, you know, early bird catches the worm. The squeaky wheel gets the grease this week. So we do want to speak up in that regard. Because the Ace of Swords inverted can talk about a time to get ahead or spearhead an opportunity that another person is not taking. Whether, again, it's at work or with your money, you know, it's everyone's being too passive, so the active one is going to win. For your messages, your communications, the news you get from others, we've got the Hierophant inverted. And this card is basically showing here a person is changing a rule or breaking a rule that they set. And this might be something that works very well in your favor if this boundary or if this barrier has been inhibiting you, or maybe inhibiting this person from connecting, from working together or communicating. They're finally understanding that this rule is not necessary, this rule is some foolishness, and this rule needs to go. If you are waiting to hear back from, I guess you could say an official agency, government, school, whatever, again, we are bending some rules on your behalf. So if you've been waiting for flexibility, if you've been waiting for open-mindedness, if you've been waiting for people to kind of, you know, look at your situation as something unique and not just a cookie-cutter, you know, cut-and-dry question-answer situation, this is the week where people are much more negotiable. All right. For your love life, we do have the Page of Pentacles upright. And I'm not surprised. I'm already looking at your next week. Your love life's going to be great the next 2 weeks. We've got the Page of Pentacles, which does talk a lot about people getting ready to set up for long-term. Whether you're single and looking, or whether you are casually dating somebody, something is going to be sort of put down. You know, like this is a testament, this is a gift, this is a sign. And this is going to be coming to you. There may actually be even a testament, a gift, or a sign coming from an existing partner, somebody who's trying to affirm their affections with either a grand gesture, a gift, or a big act of service this week, and you're going to know that this person is serious. So what's going on with week number 2, the 12th through the 18th? For your spiritual advice, we do have the card of Astrology, which is all about getting more available to having a more active, sensual, intimate life. Even if you've been feeling like you're not into love right now, you're just kind of like, that's not a priority, that's not really something. I know all about that. I mean, God, I am so set in my ways. Everyone's always asking me, when are you going to see somebody? And I'm always like, I'm just set in my ways. I've got my cats. I've got my books. But the thing is that this card can talk a lot about a need to really be open to that, because I think that this card can talk a lot about other opportunities in your life being related to the health, the strength, and the inspiration that comes from being open to love and open to long-term stable partnerships, but also sensuality as well. So it's definitely something where it's kind of like maybe we're not letting a partner have enough input into what's going on with the rest of our lives, or maybe a new partner will have the right input. When it comes to your work and finances, for the week of the 12th to the 18th, we have the 10 of Swords upright. And this does indicate an abrupt end or an abrupt alteration to an existing situation that you're not happy with. All right. typically with the Ten of Swords, it does, it can be seen as sort of like a harsh end to a harsh situation. So let's draw some more cards to make sure we can find out what it is and how it affects you. I think that you do this yourself. To be perfectly honest, I think this is a choice that you make. It's not like anyone's getting fired or laid off or anything like that, but I think that this is a decision you make yourself, because I've got the Magician, which is you here, and I've got the Five of Pentacles inverted, which indicates recovery. Either recovery or savings or restoration. So this actually could have a lot to do with this eclipse, talking about a better plan, a better option, and in order to get to that better option, you need to cut something off or cut yourself off from it. This could be a financial plan. Again, this could be some of you deciding that you've found a better opportunity, so you're leaving the job or the contract that you're in. But this Ten of Swords is your ending that you initiate on something else. For your communications, messages you get from others, we have the Six of Pentacles inverted. Talk about cutting somebody off. I feel like somebody's going to be appealing to you for a favor or for some kind of money or assistance that you do need to turn down. This is almost like asking too much at the wrong time, asking too much of the wrong person. And I feel like with the Six of Pentacles inverted, this may also indicate that you may be tempted to go and ask somebody who does not have what you need for whatever it is that you need. And so there could be some frustration there, to be perfectly honest. This could be a card that is not necessarily encouraging, because we have to keep our options open. If you've been waiting to appeal to a better, to a better situation or somebody's sensibilities, we may be asking for again, from the wrong thing, from the wrong person, or they may be asking for you for the wrong thing at the wrong time. And so we've got a lot of no's and rejections going back and forth. For your love life, again, like I said, we're going to have a great love life the next 2 weeks. We've got the Knight of Pentacles upright. So those of you Geminis who are single and looking, keep on the lookout for this Knight of Pentacles, most likely an Earth sign, a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. Virgos and Geminis, remember you both share the same ruling planet, with some commentary and some debate in there, but you do classically share the same ruling planet. And you can actually have a really easy way of communicating with this person. Usually the Knight of Pentacles, it comes with a notion that this person does not do like the honeymoon phase, the whirlwind romance, like right off the bat. So this is definitely going to start off like a close friendship. The intimacy and all of that will still be there, but the real bonding is going to come through something else. It's not going to be like, traditional dating with this person, but it's definitely got long-term material written on it. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Knight of Pentacles upright indicates that you and your partner are going to be getting a lot closer, bonding over things that are outside the bedroom, outside of, again, conventional, traditional romance. And I think that with the Knight of Pentacles, it's basically talking about diversifying the options you have to bond with your sweetheart. So closeness abound. So that is your forecast, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you'd like to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or you can go to integrativemysticism.com.